What's up, everybody, and welcome back to All the Things Sorta Truth, the alcohol-fueled chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sorta Truth series with a river of craft brew on the side. I'm Nate.
And I'm Jade.
And this week we're going to be talking about Chapter 40 of Wizard's First Rule.
I also want to say I would be so happy if there was a river of craft beer.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I can.
Oh my god.
Like
God, is that? It's foamy. Is that? Fuck yeah.
As long as it's the right kind of beer. Like if it's a river of funky berry much, I'm done. That's the rest of my life.
She just tied off to her floaty and stayed there. What happened?
Sorry. Okay.
It kind of sounds like this chapter because it starts off fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like really awesome. And then it goes downhill. Like fast.
Yeah, pretty rapidly.
It was just so polarizing. Like all the loose ends were tied up. Almost. It.
And then, nope.
Nope. I think I actually referenced this before in one of the very first episodes. Terry is really good at not solving anything.
He gets real close.
In general, yes, the books progress and things are taken care of and then you move on. But like he'll solve one thing and then cause 6 more problems. And you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then they have to address all of those and those branch out and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And so you get to this point right here where you're like, fuck yeah, everything's going to be fine. I kind of see how the story might go now.
Yeah.
But you're wrong. You're always fucking wrong.
Unfortunately, it's like real life that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got everything in line. All my fucking ducks are in a row. Yes. Everything is well in hand. And then life comes and smacks you and is like, oh, yeah. Remember this? Other 17 problems? Have fun. But the books are good.
And that's why we read. Right.
Yes.
Well, I guess we can get into it. Much like I kind of just said, the gang's back together.
Yeah.
Everything is good and happy. We've got Chase. He was the guy on the horses.
Yeah.
Who has Rachel.
Which is what I forgot. Nate was like, it's Chase.
Yeah. 3 horses, and she's staring like, who is it? What the fuck? And I was like, dude, it's Chase with Rachel. She goes, oh, the Gar attack.
Yeah. He was like, who else would be coming for them with horses, Jade? But yeah, Rachel is there. She's no longer pee covered. And like, she's safe. She has shoes and a cloak on because Chase saved her and then bought her shit.
I do like how he also calls her ugly. Much like Richard did. It doesn't really say Kaylin reacted to that at all, but I could imagine her going, what the fuck? Is this a thing all of you people do?
Speaking of Kaylin, though, she does ask Rachel, like, hey, the fuck? We were worried about you. And Rachel totally ignores her and sees Sid and is like, why do you have him?
You're still the evil bitch with the long hair, so I'm good.
Yeah.
All your friends are really cool, but you, I don't like you.
And it did say she reached in her pocket. So she was totally grabbing for her fire stick to be like, I'm going to burn that bitch.
Yeah. Again, surrounded by her friends.
Yeah.
Still prepared to burn Kaylin alive.
Yeah. Still ready to burn her bitch. But she saved Sidon. Obviously, Rachel knows Sidon. We're still not super clear on, like, Sidon's timeline and why Rachel came into contact with him at all, because he was in the dungeon, and the whole thing's a little bit weird.
It is a little bit weird, but I think that's the only conclusion we can really draw, is that Rachel was at the castle, Sidon was brought there and dropped off by Dark and Rawl, and so they might have crossed paths once.
Yeah, like in transport or something, I guess.
Just so happened, like, oh, yeah, he was there, you were there, you might have seen each other, whatever.
Or maybe Violet was even more evil than we thought. She would go down there and like poke the prisoners with sticks.
Could very well be.
That seems like something. That seems like something she would do. So, as Chase is like downloading information to Richard, he lets him know, hey, I talked to your brother like you told me to, and he fucking showed up. He said, whatever Richard needs, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, if Richard's involved, I'm there.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what you would want a brother to do. And I gotta be honest, I got through this whole scene here when he was like, Michael, he's totally your boy. He's gonna show up with 1,000 fuckers from another country. He's got your back. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Wait, isn't he a douchebag? Isn't he totally a piece of shit who grabbed on Kaylin?
Yeah.
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 Apparently he's making it up now because he's got 1,000 soldiers that waited until the boundary dropped and then came into the Midlands.
Maybe he just thinks Kaylin's with him. He's like, oh,
I'm gonna get me some
I'm gonna go save the princess.
Well, he does say that if Richard is involved, he knows that he's gonna like go headlong into it. So he wants to go after Richard. He wanted to come and help him like personally because he could actually help. He's a dignitary. And from what I remember, a fat one.
Yeah, fat little dude in a robe. He
Yeah.
ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah.
But he did offer to go with Chase.
Yeah.
Like, that can't be easy.
Yeah. No, I would have enjoyed seeing him after riding in a horse for that many days, though, because I bet you he would have been sore as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe I'd take that back, though. Traveling with Chase, although he would probably push you fairly hard.
Yeah.
I also feel like he would be the best protection ever, save for maybe Richard or maybe Zed. So, like, it might not be so bad traveling with Chase. He could provide, he can protect.
If I were to offer to travel with anybody, Chase would be top of my list, probably, if I had to choose. So the whole group makes their way back to camp, where there's like this giant wild boar that they're trying to cook up and have dinner.
I love how Zed was like, you left a wild boar cooking back at camp. Somebody could fucking take it. He's not worried about how somebody could find our camp or, you know, maybe get into your shit and steal stuff. They're like, no, they could take our goddamn boar.
Yeah, or like it burning or...
Don't ruin the roast.
Yeah. He's like, we need to get there now. Let's go get our fucking food.
As if he needs any more motivation.
As they're sitting there, Rachel freaks out because she sees the giant wolf walk up. And it's Brophy.
And then instead of being like, what the fuck, you're talking? She goes, you sound like Brophy. And like figures it out.
Yeah. Obviously, talking animals is not such a weird thing in the Midlands. Also, the wolf's weird voice is not super weird, apparently. That's how Brophy spoke.
I think it was Jenna who reached out to us this week because she heard us talking about how it was just ridiculous that Richard was not fazed at all by talking wolf. And she goes, yeah, but at this point, Richard has seen so much shit. Hey, surprise, this hot lady has magic. Hey, surprise, your old buddy turns out to be a wizard. Hey, surprise, dragons are a fucking thing. So by the time he gets to talking wolf, he's like, okay, yeah, talking wolf, got it, whatever.
Yeah. He's just given into the fever dream at this point. He's like, I'm along for the ride. So apparently Rachel is too. She's like, cool, you're Brophy? Oh, a nice wizard turned you into a wolf? Oh, that had to have been Giller, right? He's super awesome. Let's hug.
And it wasn't even a thought that maybe being turned into a wolf was a bad thing.
No, she was just like, cool. I think it's because Brophy said it was a nice wizard. But that was my thing. Is Giller the only wizard that has been around the village, and that's why she was immediately like, oh, nice wizard? You mean Giller?
He's probably the only wizard Rachel's had any close contact with.
Yeah, so, well, and I mean, he was coincidentally Kaylin's wizard who did deal with Brophy. Like, it's a crazy coincidence that not only did he deal with her at the orphanage with the Brophy situation / her brother's murder situation, but she also dealt with Giller at the castle.
Right. And inside this conversation is where Rachel and Kaylin finally get on the same page about Giller.
Richard's the one who at first is like, you're fucking talking about Giller.
Yeah. He figures it out.
Yeah, he's like, we like Giller. We were going to go hang out with him. That's when Kaylin's like, hey, just so you know, I thought he was a dick. He wasn't a dick.
Yeah, we thought he did a bad thing. He didn't do a bad thing. Like, explained it. We thought he was there to help Queen Milena, but he wasn't there to help Queen Milena. He was there to, like, protect the box and stuff, but he was a good person. And so we like him. We don't like the queen.
Yeah, they were like, we thought he was friends with Queen Melina. Now that we found out that he was like, fuck Queen Melina, and we're all like, fuck Queen Melina, it's like, fuck Queen Melina, right, Rachel?
Right. It's a hate party. Come on in, man. that lone fist pump was awesome on an audio platform. Y'all should have seen it. It was epic.
It was what my brain, I don't know why I did that. My brain was just like, yes, that was a victory.
You look like a tennis player out there all alone, just like, yeah.
Yes, I did a thing.
Love, whatever.
So after she says, I wouldn't kill Giller now, they go on to tell Rachel about how Richard totally threatened to cut Princess Violet's tongue out.
Yeah, which she loves.
Yeah, she thought that was amazing.
She didn't threaten to chop your head off? He's like, oh, no. She's not chopping heads off anymore.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Don't worry about that. And then he, like, deduces, as they're sitting there, that the bread is the box and the box is the bread.
Yeah, he's eyeballing it like, it's about the right size.
And she's weirdly obsessed.
Yeah, she does not let the fucking bread down. And like we had talked about, she lets them fuck with Sarah.
Yeah.
And doesn't have an issue with that. But they're like, let's see your bread. We can share it. She's like, fuck off. And then she runs away in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So the bread is a big deal. Her escape is a big deal. Probably related.
Yeah.
Along with the disappearance of the box and the death of Giller. Obviously, Dark and Rawl didn't get what he wanted. Rachel has the fucking box.
Yeah. Everything lines up real nice. And he ends up getting Rachel to tell him her story, essentially, and asks her for the box. Like, it's real simple. It all, like, flows real nice. He kind of dances. I don't want to say dances around it, because he goes, we were looking for a box from Giller. Can we have the box? Like, we knew he had it, and I know you have it.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all are in cahoots. Just admit it.
And you're not carrying anything box-shaped except that loaf of bread. So...
give it up.
Can I get that? And she, like, enthusiastically is like, yeah, here, take it. Yay. Everybody loves Giller. Super hugs. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, everything's good. All the characters are there. The box is there. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's missing. We're good. At this point, it's just a plan to take the box, head back to fucking Westland, hang out with the army, and, like, be safe with them, and just wait. They have a month to go.
Yeah.
So Richard has this box in his hand. He's looking at it. He's fucking excited that he has the box, which you would be. And he also has the knowledge from the Book of Counted Shadows. Like, this is just a cover. It comes off. The real box is inside. I'm going to leave that be. Not going to fuck with the box. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I would assume.
And he's so excited, he gives Kaylin a fucking kiss.
Yeah.
And nobody says shit. All the conversations that were had just a couple of chapters ago during Watch, all the fucking side eye that we can imagine, none of it happens. They're just like, oh yeah, okay. Gave her a kiss. Me and you were talking earlier about Zed would have been like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We talked about that, boy. No.
Yeah, at the very least, been like, yeah, you're pushing a line. Like, you were pretty distraught like a minute ago, and I don't want to listen to you cry. So, like,
right,
maybe don't. But Caitlin doesn't kiss him back, even though he's all like, ooh, that was nice. It was just